Boogeyman band coming round the bend. Is Boogeyman band. Is Boogeyman
Hey,
band.
fellow Fright Fiends, it's your buddy Boogeyman Ben. Hope everyone's doing well and everyone's having a great evening. Just wanted to talk about a couple things that I'm working on for the Horror Zone channel. I thought it'd be fun to just sort of talk about what I got planned for this final month of 2021. Thank God. I can't wait for this year to be over. It's been trying to say the least, but I got some really cool stuff I'm going to be doing this month. I have like 2 videos that I'm really working on that are going to be kind of more of a, retrospective videos instead of just like, typical stuff that I've done over the course of the year, like movie reviews and figure reviews. But 2 videos that I'm really working on this month. One will be coming up this Sunday, which will be December the 12th. It'll be celebrating 80 years. George Wagner's classic, The Wolfman, starring Lon Chaney Jr. I just talked about this briefly in the Ragged Cadavers video where I talked about my Bella the Gypsy enamel pin that I won. I'm going to be doing a full retrospective on the original Wolfman. This is the Legacy Collection. This contains 7 films. I'm just going to be focusing on the original because we are going to be celebrating 80 years of that classic film. And I'm going to be doing it in black and white. I thought it'd be kind of cool. The movie is a black and white film from 1941, so I thought it'd be kind of cool if my video retrospective was in black and white as well. So everybody can look forward to that this coming Sunday, which will be December the 12th. The other thing that I'm working on is going to be a... now, again, this is going back to August 21st of this year. That was when the 40th anniversary of An American Werewolf in London took place. I didn't have a chance to do that retrospective during August. Bad time for me. Most of this year has been a bad time for me. But I am planning to do a retrospective. I have a couple of little props that I'm going to be using in this. I've also done some kind of cool little footage things to sort of incorporate into the video that I thought would be fun. One of my favorite films of all time, one of the most important films in my life, and one that I have a fantastic memory of going to see this, and the aftermath of seeing that as a 7-year-old kid in 1981 when my father took me to see it. I still remember it very vividly, and I can't wait to share that with everyone. I've talked about it, I think, briefly in some other videos that I've done over the course of the 11 plus years that I've been doing YouTube content, but, I thought it'd be fun to sort of talk about it, just talk about why this film's so important to me, talk about, the amazing experience I had of meeting Mr. David Naughton, who played David Kessler back in August of 2016 at the Stockton Comic Con. One of the most amazing experiences I've ever had, and one of the celebrity experiences, meeting a celebrity where I actually was so nervous that I was shaking walking up to him. So can't wait to share all that information with you guys and share my love of this film with you guys. The other thing I want to talk about is that I'm actually thinking about doing something. This is going to be 2022. This will not be this year, but I think the remake of The Wolfman that came out in 2010, directed by Joe Johnston, starring Benicio del Toro, Emily Blunt, and Anthony Hopkins, as well as Hugo Weaving, is featuring the makeup effects by the amazing Rick Baker, who, of course, did makeup effects in the greatest werewolf movie ever made, in my opinion. But I don't think this movie gets talked about enough, and I think it kind of got written off, especially when it came out. It came out when these types of monster movies were not popular. Most of the vampire movies and werewolf movies we were seeing, which had a lot to do with True Blood and Twilight being really popular at the time, they kind of overshadowed the monster movies, and it was always romanticized, and so a lot of people sort of wrote this one off. It didn't do well at the box office. It was kind of like the first time Universal was trying to relaunch the Universal Monsters, and it didn't do well, and there was a lot of issues, I know, with the making of this film that I'd like to go into in a more retrospective style video, and I think I'm going to be doing a lot more retrospective, like bigger videos in 2022, and a lot more on location videos. And I'm actually planning a on location video that I'm probably going to be shooting this year, but probably won't be publishing until early next year, and that is going to be on Raising Cain, Brian De Palma's 1992 film starring John Lithgow. A lot of the locations for this film were shot close to where I live, and I've already started rewatching the film. I hadn't watched it in a long time, but yeah, a lot of the locations are around here in the Bay Area where I live. I thought it'd be fun to go and visit these because they're not too far far for me to travel, and it's locations that haven't really been covered. I'm trying to cover locations that haven't been covered by other YouTubers. I mean, of course, we have the amazing Sean Clark, who does Horror's Hallowed Grounds, and he's done some amazing locations. And then you have Grim Life Collective, who's done a lot of the same ones that I've done. Recently, they've gone to Ferndale and covered like Salem's Lot. They've gone to the Buccaneer from Halloween 3. They've done Lost Boys. They've done quite a bit. But there's a lot of horror films that were actually shot around here, close to where I live, that haven't been covered by anybody. So I thought it'd be kind of fun for me to do this one. The other one I'm planning on doing in 2022 is for the movie Twixt, the Francis Ford Coppola film, starring Elle Fanning, Val Kilmer, Bruce Stern. This is a film I haven't watched in a very long time. I've only watched it a handful of times, but it was shot very close, again, to where I live and some places that I can easily get to by car. So I thought that would be kind of fun. Again, a movie no one talks about, a movie that stars a lot of really big names and directed by an Oscar-winning filmmaker like Francis Ford Coppola. So yeah, I thought it'd be a lot of fun to focus on this. So just a couple of things that I'm planning on doing. Let me know what you guys think about this. I think it would be a lot of fun to do something different. There's a lot of people on YouTube that are doing movie reviews, and I feel like I'm just, it's like I feel like they do them a little bit better than me. I've always been somebody that likes to take their time with things and going more in depth, and I feel like a lot of what I've been doing this year is just sort of going through the motions. I've done a lot of movie reviews this year, and some movie reviews that I wanted to do I ended up scrapping because I just felt like I didn't think it was something I wanted to put out there. It just didn't seem right. So one thing I want to get back into in 2022 is writing. I am going to finish my book. That's something that I'm really planning on, something I'm really dedicated to, and getting into some of these things that I want to get done, some retrospective stuff, something a little bit more in depth. Like I said, one of my favorite on-location videos is the one that I did on The Principal, the 1987 Jim Belushi film with Louis Gossett Jr. that was shot in Oakland and Walnut Creek, California, which I'm really close to, and I was able to drive to those locations. It was a movie that no one talks about anymore, a movie that meant a lot to me growing up, and the locations were still, recognizable, and I was able to go there and film them when the pandemic sort of started, and it was something I wanted to continue to do, but again, just things that happened to me this year kind of I wasn't in the right mindset, and I am now, and I'm really excited about 2022. I really am. So let me know what you guys think about these ideas that I have. Let me know what you guys think about some of the upcoming segments that I have on the channel. I will also be showcasing some new collectibles, which are on their way. Some of them I ordered a long time ago, and they're finally going to be here. So let me know what you guys think. I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you guys all for the continued support. I'm almost at 4,000 subscribers here on YouTube, so it really means a lot to me, and I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers on Instagram, so the support and the love that you guys have shown me this year has really meant a lot. It made me feel that I wasn't alone. I really have had a hard year, probably the worst year of my life, and just putting it behind me, moving forward. Can't wait for 2022. Can't wait for things to get better for everybody. And again, thank you all for the kindness and the support you've shown me this year. So take it easy. Stay scared as always. Fellow Fright Fiends, just want to say thank you again for supporting Boogeyman Ben's Horror Zone. If you're brand new to the channel and you haven't yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell notification so you're updated every time I drop a new video. I typically do this once or twice a week with new content. I've been doing this for over 11 years, and the horror genre is a passion of mine, and it really means a lot to me that I can share that passion with all of you guys. Thanks so much again for the support, and I'll talk to you again later. Take it easy, stay scared as always.